it seemed like everything was going good with illegal Civ up until recently. I mean, you don't skate for him anymore, right?
No.
What happened right there? It's a whole debacle going on. It's text messages being sent back and forth, 700K this, riders getting let go. Mikey's putting out some posts and stuff. It seems very, what's happening over there as far as you know?
I think the 700K situation was just like you're not getting your footage because you're trying to pull out of this video that I'm doing X amount of things for. He's like trying to make a whole event.
Right.
Yeah. Planning this video. The guys might have signed some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was just like, go fuck yourself.
That's not
a figurative.
Figuratively speaking,
like you're not getting the footage, basically.
Right.
Is that kind of what that means?
Yeah, like you're gonna pull out.
Yeah.
And we're like, we have a thing going on because everyone didn't really like the vlog that they did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Right.
The internet didn't really appreciate all the kids kicking it and smoking, and they start going at each other and a bunch of stuff getting said. And
right.
It's like this is all around the time I'm getting ready for like my knee surgery and stuff like that. It's just stuff that I didn't want to be involved in.
Right.
On top of just, I feel like after a knee surgery and a bunch of stuff is just going on with me, I should just focus
on yourself.
Focus on myself, focus on my mental.
It's the most important time too. It's healing. You have to heal.
Yeah, it's like that's what me and my therapist go over. That's what me and the people that care about, we talk about healing, moving forward and stuff. So I just felt that it was time. I didn't want to get dragged in the middle of anything. Especially just the whole situation. I'm very grateful for Mikey and IC and everything that we were able to do together because we did a whole lot of stuff together.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, for sure. You guys had many years together.
Hella years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just felt it was my time to step away. Just need to take a second.
Yeah, figure yourself out and see where you want to go.
See what I want to do, where I want to go. I'm turning 30 next year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because like, the internet's an interesting place. You know, it's like you could be attacked from, you know, the right, left, middle, behind you. And it's kind of just the way that you go about handling it, you know, and that
exactly.
And
exactly.
I don't necessarily know if like Mikey handled it the way that he probably should have, you know, that's just my opinion. But who am I to say how he wants to handle something?
Yeah.
So
exactly. And I think for him, I think that he's just doing what he wants and what he feels is right. And he's just trying to push what he's trying to push. He's still trying to have his video and do all this stuff. So it's like, that's admirable because like the internet is crazy. It's a crazy place. It's like, it'll make people say crazy stuff. It'll make people do crazy stuff. And, you know, regardless of me quitting, it's like, it's admirable to watch somebody do that and just keep on pushing, regardless if 10 people show up. If 10,000 people show up, it's like, he's got it for that. It's unfortunate to watch everything happen how it did.
Right.
Especially with the little guys, because I feel them too. It's like, I've definitely not wanted to be a part of something and just be like, yo, can I get my stuff when I was younger? And it was really easy. So it probably feels really defeating for someone to be like, no, give me $700,000 for your footage.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's figurative, you're just like, damn, bro, like, what do you mean? So like, I feel both sides of that, and just.
Well, hearing that as a kid too, it's like so overwhelming. Like, what?
That
I was like,
that part in itself is just like, oh, okay, that's a lot. Like you seen, bro. He said, I don't got $700K.
Yeah, no,
because you're 16 years old.
Yeah, exactly. I probably had like $500 at that point in my life. You know what I mean?
That's just it. I was like, he's 16 years old, man.
Yeah.
So for me, that wasn't any of the reason really why I was like, I'm off this, but just I needed to take my steps for my own reasons.
Sure.
And it's really unfortunate that it went down how that did, because like I felt like 2 weeks ago everything was just kind of crashing down at once. But I'm not gonna get in the middle of like my friends fighting. That's not making me no money. That's not making me happier.
Right.
I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad. I'm not trying to validate anybody else making anyone feel bad. I don't want it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to grow and move forward on like the realest shit ever. Like my intentions are just to skate and be with my friends and create and build to a different level.
Totally.
Is this something that you and Alex and Zach maybe talked about a little bit too? Or is it kind of just like, you were like, hey, I'm just stepping away regardless?
I kept telling them both, just call them. Just call.
Oh, okay.
And that's all I said, because everyone's conversation is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is sorted with a phone call or in-person meeting. If you're confused, if you're upset.
Communication is the best part.
Yeah. So that's all I would say. I wouldn't
1,000%.
be like, I'm going to do this. You guys need to do this. I just, yo, do you know what's up with this? Call them. Do you know what's up with this? Call them. Call them. Did you call them? No, but, oh, okay. Then I don't know. Am I in the video? Call them and find out.
Right.
Because I pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I pulled up.
You called him?
No, I went to, I linked with Mikey and kicked it.
Yeah.
And done hella shit. We kicked it. I seen the video before it came out, like when I was still on and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I seen all the kids' footage, like they're ripping.
Yeah.
But it just comes down to everyone's relationship is different. So I can't give you all the answers as much as like y'all my little bros. Call somebody.
Yeah.
You'll get whatever you need from the phone call or in-person link. Boom.
That's the biggest part, I think, about being a sponsored skateboarder, or even a pro for that matter, is communication with your sponsors. Mm-hmm. I think companies do a really bad job of it, and I think the skaters do a bad job of it. I think nobody is meeting. It goes both ways. There's nobody meets in the middle and has like conversations about like videos, about this, about pay, about, you know what I mean? Like it's very kind of few and far between sometimes, and as you get older, you're like,
notice it for sure.
100%. And you're like, damn, I wish I could turn back the clock and be more communicative with my sponsors and talk things through, because the only way that anybody's going to come out of this knowing is by talking
about. I mean, you can come up with all types of crazy shit that, man, they ain't doing this for me. Like,
but you don't talk about it.
Yeah, if you ain't talking to nobody,
then you don't know.
Yeah, you can't resolve your issues.
The one thing, it must have been so tough at that point, because you guys are all such good friends, and at that point, it's also business as well.
And that's what he would say too. He's like, hey, if it's business, then it's business.
Yeah, like and sometimes it's hard when you're a kid learning this stuff, man. You don't know that. You've never gone through something like this,
bro.
So that must be the toughest thing to try to like understand.
We did so much shit together.
Yeah.
Like, remember, I was living at the crib.
Yeah.
We didn't seen hella countries. He done a bunch of stuff. So for me, it was more than just like, I'm not on my board sponsor.
Yeah.
I would not be able to sleep over it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, damn, like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm not with my friends anymore. I'm not. When it's not, I don't have a board sponsor. I'm just like, I'm like not with my homies like that anymore. Yeah. And that's a tough thing.
Yeah, or just like people were beefing, and it's like, man, we all came into this loving each other, and I'm not seeing everyone loving each other.
Yeah. It's changed.
Minus all the finger pointing and who did or who didn't, is just like, damn, I don't feel this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what I need to be feeling right now.
Yeah.
Right. Totally.
Did you feel at any point that you wanted to try to talk some sense into Mikey? You know what I mean? As much as that's kind of crazy to say, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you want the best for your friends at the end of the day. Like,
period.
So trying to give whatever type of advice in a sense of like, if you were in that situation, did you try to approach him like that?
No, I didn't.
No.
I just see it as there's a lot going on. He's trying to push his event, and the terms we ended it on, he just said, all good, do you? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I don't really have anything to say to all good, do you? After I just like said my piece.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here with my leg up with stitches in it, and I can't walk.
Right.
And so I let it be, because sometimes stuff got to breathe.
Yeah.
And at the same time as it got to breathe, it's like, I don't know what sense I'm supposed to speak to someone that is moving off of, this is their brand with their vision.
Right.
You know what I mean? As much stuff as we did together, that's his shit.
But it was never about all of y'all? It was always about him in that sense?
No, I'm just saying, like, plain black and white when it comes to that. It's just like,
it's his company.
I'm not going to politic and be like, you're doing this wrong, or make it seem like I'm pointing the finger.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't have a finger to point when it's like that. I can only dictate how I feel.
Right.
And I felt like I needed to take a step away.
Sure.
Makes sense.
You know, just like respectfully, it's like I don't need to be up here like you.
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm not into being caught in the middle of it, because like I still love I love everybody that is involved in the conflict
Sure.
on their own.
Yeah.
So if we not gonna be together as a unit, or if we not all gonna fuck with each other, then I don't want to be in the middle of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple.
The video that came out was supposed to be the team hanging out together and doing stuff, and the internet kind of took it the wrong way,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Business is hard to do with your friends sometimes. Unfortunately, egos start to inflate, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they get uncontrolled. You can't control those things. They just start to happen, and you're like, damn, what's going on right now? And then sooner or later, shit pops. You know what I'm saying? And I've gone through it, and it's not fun. It's definitely, especially when you're friends, bro. Like this is bigger than this, you would like to think it's bigger than the business aspect, but sometimes it's not, and it's unfortunate, and you lose friends, and it's not. I don't like that shit. It's not a good feeling. It definitely, it puts a sour fucking place in your heart, but you don't want it to be, you don't want that shit to be like that, but sometimes, shit be happening.
Especially stuff can happen behind closed doors, but especially when it's out in front of
when it's out in the open.
out in the
You know what I mean?
public's
It's like,
eyes,
Let everyone
Yeah.
else tell it like this man lost his mind, but like very few know what happened
Yeah.
Right.
or what has been going on. So it's like, for me, I know what's up.
Yeah.
So I don't need to really question certain things. All I can do is move based on how I feel about them.
Right.
I'm not going to like patronize anybody, or like I said, point the finger, or like do the most, because at the same time, these aren't all my experiences.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
you
would've-
lived it. You
Yeah.
know what the
Yeah,
fuck's
for
going
sure.
on. It's crazy when you see shit like the telephone on the
Yeah.
internet, and you're like, well,
Exactly. Like I know each part of it.
Yeah.
So I'm able to feel different things about different parts. But it's like I can't dictate what you're going through, or I can't dictate the results of what you've gone through, because that's not my experience. I'm on the outside watching you experience.
Sure.
I'm the support. I'm the friend that you're telling it to. I'm the confidant.
Right.
So it's like, what else can I do other than take it for myself and be like, okay, I need to just chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to just chill.
How are you feeling now are you just chilling now? This is just
chilling.
recent stuff. So it's not like maybe you're not really looking for another board sponsor right away, or maybe you are putting the feelers out there, or you're just taking time for yourself at the moment to heal and get better and get back on the board.
I want to skate really bad.
Yeah.
So
I could imagine.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
I'd feel better about most things if I was able to skate.
Yes.
It's had me in a really weird mindset, but it's all good.
I can imagine with all this stuff going on as well. You
Yeah,
you don't
man.
have that thing that you've used your
Can't
whole
go do
life
anything.
to
For the
leave.
outlet, yeah.
release.
Yeah.
Nope. It would actually hurt me. So
Sure.
just been chilling, focused on healing. Not having a board sponsor after all this time is kind of lit, because it's just
Well, now you get to restart again, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and figure you get to heal up, and then see where. And plus, you're right for Adidas.
I was going to
dude.
say, you got Adidas got your back.
Yeah, man. I'm
Straight up.
just so grateful that everyone's like still supporting me. Paul and everyone at Adidas, they got my back, and I appreciate that. And Jim and everyone at Deluxe, they got my back, and just everyone has been really supportive since I decided to part ways.
Yeah.
And I'm appreciative of it. I'm equally appreciative of everyone supporting me while I was on IC as me not being on. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm equally as appreciative for Mikey and all the opportunities that I was able to be a part of, and everything I was able to achieve with my bros, from Knock to Tyshawn to Kevin to Sage to Sean to everybody. I'm all just so grateful for it, that like me not being a part of that right now, not having a board sponsor, I'm fine.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, there's stuff that obviously I think is cool, but it's cool. I just know that next I just want to be able to stand next to and stand with people that I look up to and that I'm like excited to skate with. I'm excited to travel with.
Mm-hmm.
Because as serious as like this is our career and all this stuff, it's like, man, it's just a skateboard, and
We're just
it's our vehicle to do other cool stuff too. So I don't want to stress on it now that I'm at a point where I don't have to pull my hair out over it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to enjoy that
For
and
sure.
just skate and just be with people that feel the same way.
Yeah.
I think that's why we started skating, you know, is to be with the people that we like and just to have fun.
Do what makes
You
us
know?
feel good, bro. I mean, obviously, skateboarding made us feel a certain way, you know, and we were able to accomplish shit on our skateboard. So, of course, you want to kind of continue that fucking for as long as you can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You will. You're gonna be fine.
Because that's the thing is like getting hurt sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think getting hurt, we could have a strong mentality and everything, but I think there's always that doubt in our minds.
Especially right when
Of
it
like-
happens. Right when it happens, you're like, oh, I have to go through this gnarly process, and it feels like you'll never get better.
Right.
But
But then once you start
Yeah.
seeing the progress and
You're
feeling
like,
the progress, you're
"Oh,
like, okay, this is
I'll
good.
be good at some point.
Yeah.
Right. But then all that other stuff happens and it's another weight. You know what I mean? It just, did you get any type of backlash? Like, did anybody come?
Nah,
From
no,
that?
no one's been like, yo, you tripping? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, because my
Why
whole
would they?
my whole standpoint is just I'm not going against the grain. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I've said that a bunch of times, like amongst my people. So I'm like, I'm not going against the grain, and they know what I mean by me saying that. But just in a general way, it's like the way things are going, the way the energy's going, the way the universe is pushing me. I'm not gonna go against that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
By partaking in people fighting online or partaking in dragging one of my best friends online
Right.
or choosing sides in a beef or like choosing sides in something that literally has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
for me to partake in these things is me going against the grain
Sure.
while I'm trying to, you know, gain some extra motion so I can heal up in the right way. And what I
Yeah.
mean, like gain extra motion, like just more momentum for my mind. You know what I mean? I need to be able to think positive stuff,
Yeah.
Totally.
think happy thoughts. I don't need to look at my phone and see
Negativity.
for what.
Yeah.
I can do that on my own. That I have to like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I already have to like
And you didn't create
keep
that.
that up. You know what I mean?
Right.
To keep the positivity up.
I feel like you're a very positive guy
Yeah.
to begin with, though.
I mean, I try. and
Yeah.
everyone can get negative.
For
but
sure.
I try to keep my spirits up as much
Yeah.
as possible.
It's good.
We
man.
all have the moments, you know.
The thing is, I like other people being stoked.
Yeah.
So like that makes me super energized when other people are energized or happy. You know what I mean?
You feed off of other people's
Yeah.
vibes.
I'm
Yeah.
just happy that other people are happy. So
It's great.
it's not like I like making other people happy, but being happy with others is cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dope.
It's a good feeling.
Definitely.